I want you guys to pay attention to this because you'll hear a lot of women say how finance, the stop going after the finance bros and finance bros are red flags and blah blah blah. I've broken it down already before in some past videos, but it was a bit of an aside. But I'm going to focus on why you'll hear women say stop. I like now they'll all give a finance bro a chance, but they'll end up backing off because they can't handle that because they really don't measure up on the end of the day. But I'm gonna let you guys watch this video, and this college age looking woman is going to explain why in her mind a finance bro is a red flag. Let's take a quick listen.
Red flag in a guy.
Finance major.
Why finance major?
Because have you met them?
No, I haven't.
They're the worst every time. I've never met a good one. Never.
Do they talk about like math all the time?
No, they're just like, I don't know. They're so shallow and they think they're smarter than you. And they have like the emotional intelligence of a goldfish.
What's a red flag in a guy?
Finance major.
Why finance?
So you'll hear this a lot from women, how they'll say, oh, finance people that do finance major, or that major finance in college, whatever. Oh, they're so stuck. This. I've explained this before. I'm going to give you a quick little review on why, the real reason why women can't stand finance majors, bros, even though they'll still mess with them, but they just can't stand them. One of the, I've said this before, but one of the, well, not so secrets about finance bros, especially when you're dealing with dudes that are finance bros from New York that actually work on, in New York, right? A lot of those guys, they deal with escorts. That's one of the not so secrets of those guys. They deal with strippers, they deal with escorts mainly, you know what I mean, working girls. So a lot of them deal with, or sugar babies, they deal with a lot of women on the dark side per se. So that whole thing where women's number one one of women's number one dating strategy is that whole sex thing, whether it is to use it to love bomb a dude or they use it to hold back on dudes. Basically, you can't play coochie games with finance bros. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. And unfortunately, that is women's number one strategy when they be dating. That's literally their first play. It's their first play. It's like it's almost like it's like dealing with a how do I say it? A Kyle Shanahan offense in the NFL. You know he's gonna run the ball first. You know he's going to establish the run. That's how women use sex on the dating market. They already know, okay, let me use that to entice him. That promise of, oh, maybe I'll smash. Oh, nope, you can't smash. Oh, I'll let Chad smash, but nope, you got to pay this and you got to. That shit does not work on the finance bros. Off rip. So once they're in the presence of a finance bro, they're already making money. So most of them are already looking at them. Unfortunately, when you're dealing with dudes that deal with escorts a lot, they look at women in a negative light, unfortunately. So they're literally looking at the woman that they're courting or having a date with, and they're just looking at her like, okay, what am I even doing here? They're just literally like, because whether she gives it up or not, they already know they're gonna get some anyways. So they're literally like, okay. So they're like they're literally like, they have all the leverage, and they're just literally looking at the woman like, okay, what do you offer me here? So they're already looking at that woman. This is most likely a waste of time, but what do you got? And a lot of the time that actually works with them, but it leaves women feeling like it really leaves women leaving that experience like, sheesh, that guy's a jerk. And they don't care that they're a jerk. And it just it just leaves women feeling like, damn, I can't offer this guy anything. And they'll let you know that you don't offer anything. If you capping about what you do, they'll let you know. They'll be like, oh, like I saw a video where a girl was on a date with this finance bro and she recorded the interaction, and that finance dude made her really put her in her place, really. And all she could say was, well, he was mean, but they don't care. So that's one of those not so secrets of the finance bros. And this is why many women leave frustrated if they're on a date with them, or if they were casually having sex with a finance bro, or a finance major in college in her case. You know what I mean? So let's play this video one more time and we'll dissect it one by one.
Finance major.
Because have you met them?
No, I haven't.
They're the worst every time. I've never met a good one. Never.
So in her case, this means she's dated quite a few. She's had sex with quite a few, older men included. And at the end of the day, or at her college, whoever was majoring in finance, they look at her kind of just like as a lot of those guys are like finance majors and they really have a forward view of thinking. Basic 304s, right? These basic broads that think that they're that there's something in life, they get put in their place real quick. You know what I mean? Really, because they're not even really focused on those broads like that. Oh man, oh my God, I almost messed up my whole stream.
Do they talk about like math all the time?
No, they're just like, I don't know. They're so shallow and they think they're smarter than you. And
Well, they are. It's not that they think they are smarter than you. They are smarter than you, young lady. And like I said, women can't take no L's. And when they are around these people, it's pretty clear that they really don't need you. And unfortunately, when you're around guys like that or people like that, it's not that they say they don't need you. It's pretty clear that they don't need you. And women will feel a certain type of way. Like that's why I always like you can be a man, say in your relationship, and you can actually cook, clean, you'll do all that stuff. And women won't even appreciate that. You know what they'll say? They'll be like, so they'll say this, so what do you even need me for? And you're just like, so you're still complaining? I mean, you know what I mean? So women don't ever want to be put in that place because really men don't really need women per se. It's just that women it's just men have testosterone. So since women have peace leave, so if you're a straight man and if you're a straight man, you're just going to deal with women. You're just going to have to because you're going to want to have sex. But without really that component, men do not need women. Now, when you're dealing with a guy like a finance major, these people, these bosses, they can just buy a woman. They can just buy a woman's time. And you're like, wouldn't you want a real woman? Nah. They're just like, okay, what is she going to do? Unless she's an actual finance major herself, or if she has her own set of skills, what else does that man need you for? And a lot of women come into the game. Like, I don't think Gen Z women don't understand. Like the women before her messed up the game. So now, for men to be impressed, women now have to come into relationship with skills, like actual set of skills to where a man of value could really be like, well, she's very useful for this. You know what I mean? You got to come in with skills. And on top of that, I think in the future, women are going to have to settle for sharing dudes. Just off the numbers, just in general, because that whole thing about you can't cheat on me and you got to be only with me, that's in the future, that's not going to be the case, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion on that.
they have like the emotional intelligence of a goldfish.
What's the red?
Oh yeah, and this whole emotional intelligence thing, that's just if you're a man and a woman's talking about, oh, you don't have emotional intelligence, you might as well disregard that. Most women do not have emotional intelligence. They believe because they're more emotional, that means they have more emotional intelligence. But when you actually look up the definition of emotional intelligence, men actually, in general, the average man is more emotionally intelligent than the average woman. Trust me on that end, because there's a lot of women living in straight up delusion just on how they rank themselves, how they view others. And men spare women's feelings a lot. They don't realize it until shit hits the fan, but men spare women's feelings a lot. They do, but they just don't even, they're not even emotionally intelligent to realize, hey, the guy's just being nice to you. You really should just take that as a W and move on. But most women are not even emotionally intelligent to realize when a man is sparing them. Like in this case, the woman here, in this case, she's not even emotionally intelligent to realize you're just not on that level you're just not on the level of anybody that is a finance major. You're just not, you just don't qualify.